Hey guys, how's it going? It's Imperius here, and in this video I'll be going over the gear and the build that I'm using to farm and torment Winding Reaper of Souls. Um, yeah, so I'll just go over my gear and you guys can pause the video if you wanna look at the pieces. Now, one of the things that you guys should note is that, especially for your braces, you want to get elemental damage on this, preferably fire. Definitely fire if you're gonna follow this exact build, because that would help you out a lot. So yeah, definitely get fire resist. And another thing I can say is that if you are lacking in toughness and survivability, you might wanna drop like trifectas and go for a two factor and basically get the fourth roll as vitality instead of like attack speed. This allows you to get 500 vitality just from your amulet, and in my gloves I get 600 by dropping 6% attack speed. So it's really good. My damage wise, 570k. I'm buffed about 9.2 mil toughness. Buffed I'm about 657k and 11.1 mil toughness. Anyway, let's get into the build. Now the build consists of mainly fire damage skills, which is why I said fire elemental damage is important. Now, what you want to do is you could use Frenzy with a Maniac if you want it, the increased damage by like Weapon Trill with Ricochet, and just to hit up to 3 enemies, as well as the fact that it's fire, so that works really well. Next, we're using just the typical Hammer of the Ancients with Smash. You could try out any other runes, either Devil's Envy or Thunderstrike. It's up to you. That, but just change your elemental damage accordingly and change it on either one of your generators. So yeah. Next, we have Warcry of Invigorate. Now, this is really important because life regen as well as life per fury spent and life on hit has gotten really important in Reaper of Souls since they nerf lifesteal. So these are your only ways of keeping alive. So I definitely recommend you either use Invigorate, or if you wanted the extra fury, because this build is all about gaining fury quickly and spending it as quickly as possible. You could use Charge. Charge is pretty good as well, but I prefer Invigorate for the extra life and life regen. Next, we have Furious Charge with Stamina. This is highly recommended for the build because it allows you to generate Fury, so you get a 15 Fury flat, and on top of that, every monster you hit, you get 10 more Fury, so you can easily fill up your whole globe when you're surrounded by mobs. So this is definitely good. Um, I wouldn't recommend you using something else for this build. I think Furious Charge with Stamina is really good. It helps you get out of sticky spots as well. Next we have Battle Rage Bloodshed. Now this is just the new rune to go for Battle Rage. Especially if you have a decent amount of crit chance, I would say above 40. Definitely go for this. You almost it's almost like hitting the enemy twice. And next we have the main focus of the whole build, Avalanche. 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 Avalanche with Glacier. Now all the other runes are good. Um, you could use Laha, which is actually really good for this build because you gain Fury very quickly and you spend it quickly as well with Hammer of the Ancient. And yeah, just use whichever suits you. I use Glacier just to freeze and crowd control, so basically I freeze them and then I smash them down, and then I charge in, and then I hit Warcry, and then I smash them down again. And by that time, at least half of Avalanche's cooldown. It'll be halfway through its cooldown. So I just weapon throw and do some other shit till I build my Fury back up and smash, and by the time I'm done, Avalanche will come off its cooldown pretty quick. Now for my passives, I'm using Bloodthirst, Superstition, and Unforgiving. Bloodthirst is really important because you're spending a lot of Fury, and this is what will heal you up. Superstition is good as well because it reduces your non-physical damage. Basically means um, like Molten or Arcane Beams do 20% less damage. Unforgiving just to keep your fury up in between fights as well as during fights. Now Toughest Nails is something that you can change out if you don't like it. For example, you could go with Weapon Master or Juggernaut if you run in an Act 4 or Act 5 where they had a lot of stuns. That's basically up to you. Um, or Ruthless. Ruthless is pretty good as well. Now for my passives, I'm just running like movement speed, the amount I'm lacking, and maximum fury. Now maximum fury so that burst. I can burst out more. As you can see, the more fury you have, Hammer of the Ancients gives you more crit chance. Every 5 fury gives you 1 crit chance. So the more fury you have, the more crit chance you're gonna get for Hammer of the Ancients. And the more fury you have, the more fury you're gonna spend, and thus reducing the cooldown a lot faster. So yeah, you could put it in either one, doesn't really matter. I just like having the extra fury. Next we have offense. Offense, the tree. You want to go with max cooldown reduction, just so you can get all these off cooldown as soon as possible. Yeah, you want to get these off cooldown as soon as possible. Furious Charge, I forgot to mention, it's really good because it only has a 10-second cooldown, so you could really spam it pretty often. For defense, go into all resist. These are the best. This is the most point efficient stat. Just all into all resist, unless you really lack in like armor or something. Just test it out for yourself and see which one suits you best. And finally, we have the utility tree, which I'm just going to maximum life on hit because you need a lot of healing and sustenance. You could go with resource cost reduction, but one thing to note about that is that with resource cost reduction, you won't be spending as much fury, and thus your life per fury spent, or the amount of life you receive per Hammer of the Ancients would decrease because you're not spending as much fury. So do keep that in mind when you're doing that. And now I'll just show you guys how the build works. We go to the battlefields. So like yeah, I was running some rifts just now, and there was no problem with this build at all. It works really well. And you guys will see for yourself. Actually, I don't really wanna. I don't really wanna do this area. Hang on. Give me a sec, guys. We gotta head over to Keeps, where I like to film all my videos because Keeps are fucking awesome. And I'm pissed off at Blizzard that they nerfed it, but I got power level today on my Crusader and it took about an hour. Okay, there we go, an elite pack. So what you want to do, you always want to engage with Avalanche first, so that you can start spending all your fury. Now, another thing to note is you want to keep your fury topped up most of the time. So what this means is, don't wait till you run out of fury before you hit Warcry for more fury. As soon as you see that you have enough room for more fury, just hit Warcry, because like I said before, the higher your fury, the higher the crit chance of Hammer of the Ancients. So yeah, make sure that you top it up straight away instead of waiting till it drops to like 20 and then you hit it. You only get about 10% more. But if you had topped it up when it's at 80 and you top it up to back to 100, you're gonna get 25% more. So that's definitely something to note. Now, as most of you guys know, Smash is just really powerful. It does a lot of damage. So let me just find another elite pack. That one died a bit too quick, honestly. And yeah, I'm really loving this build. Furious Charge is really useful to generate fury as well as escape. Another one you could try would probably be Overpower with Revel, because you get 5 fury per enemy hit. But that's not as high as Furious Charge, but it does give you a crit chance, I think. Okay, there's a goblin. We can show you the goblin. Here you go. Just hit that. So you don't wait till your fury runs up before you top it up. Come on, drop something. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, now I can find a pack. Oh, here we go. Okay, so you hit avalanche. You start smashing, 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 charge. Fill it up. War cry. And yeah, that's how you do it. That's how the build works. Pretty simple rotation. Nothing too fancy. Just pure hack and slash. So hope you guys enjoyed it. And don't forget to watch the I'm just gonna leave a little some gameplay footage doing some riffs after this, so be sure to check it out. Please like and subscribe, do all that good shit, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys are enjoying Reaper Souls as much as I am, because I'm enjoying it a shit ton lot. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Enjoy. Bye bye.